Welcome to the Aloe Sanctuary, where you can explore, unlock items, and experience mindfulness. Welcome to Trusting Yourself. This practice will invite you to cultivate a sense of confidence in yourself in order to handle the flux of life with more grace. So, let's begin. Whenever you're ready, you can begin to soften the gaze or close the eyes completely. And taking the next few moments to land in a space of stillness. Expressing gratitude for having the opportunity to take care of the mind and the body. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and set an intention for today's practice. And with an open mind, simply notice what arises. Meeting your experience with a listening presence and seeing if there's anything important that arises in the body at this time. A longing of the heart, an aspiration to know yourself, to nurture yourself, and whatever the intention may be, allowing it to fall towards the background of the mind, guiding the practice from moment to moment. And gently begin to turn the attention inward. And taking a moment to come into contact with the breath. Simply noticing where in the body the breath begins to manifest. And with ease, settling into that rhythm. Noticing how it feels to align with the natural flow of the breath. Beginning to settle into the softening of the sensations through the belly and chest. Continuing to receive its expression as it travels throughout the body. Rather than needing to control its presence. Needing to organize your experience to align with expectation. Trust that you can soften into the breath as it continues to manifest. In this way, receiving its presence with openness. As a result, you'll notice how the breath naturally carries the attention from moment to moment. A gentle, kind movement. When the attention wanders, know that's simply what the mind does. And rather than defaulting to criticism or getting swept away by a story about your capacity to practice, notice how it would feel to embrace that experience, softening into the wandering mind and awakening to the opportunity to return back to presence with ease. With a tender touch, softening back into the moment that is here right now, and continuing to notice how the breath moves throughout the body. Noticing the difference between receiving the breath with openness and trying to control its presence. The distinction between softening into and fixing. And trust that you can continue to receive your experience as it is, knowing that you have the capacity to meet your practice in its complexity. If you're noticing uncomfortable, perhaps even painful sensations, allow yourself to breathe in deeply, breathing into any areas of tightness or tension. And just as you continue to relax into the unfolding of the breath, trust that you can do the same with the experience of your life. An open, gentle, receptive presence. Knowing that the need to control our experience represents a lack of self-trust, a fear that we might not be able to handle whatever comes our way. Just as we can train the mind to trust the breath, to identify how the body knows how to breathe, just as the body knows how to breathe, just as the breath knows exactly how to express itself, you too can receive the experience of life, navigating your experience with grace, with clarity, and with focus. These are qualities of the mind that we can strengthen with practice. So for the final few moments of our time together, continuing to soften into the breath as a way to prepare yourself to soften into life. Breathing in and trusting that you can receive that with ease. Breathing out and continuing to receive that with ease. Taking a moment to bring to mind the intention that you set at the beginning of this practice. remaining connected to the aspiration of the heart, and gently taking a deep breath in and when you're ready, completely breathing out. Trusting that you can transition out of the practice with care, with intention. And as you do so, begin to wiggle the fingers and toes, lifting the gaze and opening up the eyes in your own time. Trusting oneself requires access to our capacity to be mindful, compassionate, and resilient. Feel free to return to this practice whenever you need to restore connection with your inner resources. Thank you for sharing this practice with me, and I hope to connect with you soon.